Shalom, shalom, all praises be to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, Bashim Rakakadash. The bonus to the elders and apostles of great most and well. Shalom to the elect, worldwide. Yeah, man. I was just watching the elder apostle Tahar's one of his recent videos, titled, as you can see there, "What did we learn from this?" I didn't actually watch the actual stream or video, but nevertheless, I'll probably check it out in a bit, but I watched some of it through Elder Apostle Tar's video, and obviously these characters and these podcasters and all of that, these live streamers of the worlds, as you can see in the video, Marquette, which is this Satan the Sinner, he's got his following, cult following, versus Captain Tazaryach, and basically one of the themes, or if not the main theme, was about proving basically he was basically disrespecting the Hebrew Israelites. Basically, he was multiple times he said it's a fake religion and stuff like that. And it was these Edomite so-called white man talking points of oh, how can you identify like the phenotypes of that European false wisdom of the free classification of races, the Negroid and the Caucasoid and Mongoloid and all this nonsense, man. Scriptures don't deal with that, man. Yeah. And he's saying that, oh, how can we identify the Hebrew Israelites by their phenotype? And Captain Tazaryach was cutting him, man, because guess what? No matter what race you're from, you can have different features about yourself, from the shades and tone of your pigmentation, your skin color, your eye color, your nose, your lips, your ears. There's variations for everything. Yes, certain things may stand up more, certain look may stand up more, but guess what? That's not the end all be all. That's a very limited and low level of thinking, man. Okay. But anyways, I'm gonna get scriptures, to help prove the spirit, that basically, as the scripture says, you're Israelite based on the lineage of your forefathers, man. And also, you find verses in the scriptures where we were mistaken. Our forefathers were mistaken for a different race of people. Yeah, which further proves that you can't have a blockhead mindset of these of phenotypes or archetypes. Like we always say, it's a joke, but it's true. Like not every Israelite is gonna look like Shaft or Wesley Snipes. That's stupid. Okay, but anyways, let me get scriptures. So this is Isaiah 11. I just want to the 11 and 11 at the top. At the top of verse 11, it talks about the restored remnant. The remnant of who? The Israelites. And it's going to tell you where they're going to be coming from. So Isaiah 11 and 11, it says, "And it shall come to pass in that day, the last days, that the Lord shall set his hand again the second time to recover the remnant of his people." So the question is, who is his people? The Israelites, the nation of Israel. It's throughout all the scriptures. And it's going to say in the next verse 12, "Which shall be left from Assyria, and from Egypt, and from Paphros, and from Cush, and from Elam, and from Shinar, and from Hamath, and from the islands of the sea." In other words, all over the world. All right, but that's just showing you proof that Israelites are scattered in all these lands. Okay. So you've got Northeast Africa there. Okay. The eastern side of the world. Verse 12, and it says, and he shall set up an ensign of the nations, and shall assemble the outcasts of Israel. So the outcast meaning, well, in NLT you can see on the right side it says exiles. Yeah, out meaning X. They're cast away. So of the majority, the true Israelites are not in their homeland, the nation of Israel, the land of Israel, was scattered and dispersed all over the world. Okay, and gathered together the dispersed of Judah from the four corners of the earth, so all over the world. Right. So now you need to use your brain. If the Israelites have been scattered all over the earth, where they're amongst different nations, common sense would tell you, hey, in due process of time, they're going to be assimilating amongst those nations, maybe learning their ways and customs, and guess what? Intermarrying, yeah, having children amongst the other nations. So if the other nations may look a certain way or whatever, well, guess what? Those features will be shared onto the children. Okay, but guess what? Even with Jake, with another Jake, Israelite with another Israelite, right? Hey, you can have, I'll say, like for my family example, like my parents are lighter than me. Yeah, my mom's quite not light skin, but light brown and stuff like that. But a few of us children came out a darker shade of brown. When I was younger, I was hey, I got pictures to show. I was quite light, but through process of time, I got darker. It is what it is. But the reason why I'm saying that is that even amongst Jake, yeah, you can have different forms and shades of brown. You can have two dark-skinned parents and the children come out light-skinned. Yeah, it can happen. You can have two light-skinned parents and the children come out a shade darker than the parents. Right? You might have a thinner lips. You might have a slimmer nose, more slender nose. Okay? You might have different colored eyes. Yeah, variation, man. This is Numbers 1. This is proving that, it's through the seed of the Father. It's Numbers 1:18. It says, and they assembled all the congregation together on the first day of the second month, and they declared their pedigrees, yeah, after their families, by the house of their fathers, not the house of their mothers, but the fathers. Yeah, it's about the lineage through the father, the seed line. Yeah, because the fathers, the males, are the ones that have the sperm. Yeah, children are living sperm cells, man. Okay. According to the number of the names from 20 years old and upwards by their polls. Okay, go to word. You're allowed like children. Uh, Along the biblical usage, to bear, bring forth, begat, gender, travail, to bear, bring forth of child, birth, see to be born, to begat. Yeah, look at this specifically to show lineage. the pedigree be the son of. Yeah, that's why when you watch ancient movies, warrior movies and stuff like that, they always say, "Who's your father? Whose son is this?" See, because it was all about the tribes, the clans, you know, the lineage of your father, your forefathers. In the scriptures throughout, was it always talk about the God of who? The God of Jacob, Abraham and Isaac. God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Yeah, our forefathers, their lineage. Okay. Yeah. Probably gonna split this video into parts because I've got scriptures that will lead into different parts of this topic. Okay, let me just stop it.